and will always be considered a legend in this building. By the way, I'm here tonight with former announcer, one of the great color men in the business, Stephen Prazak. Seems like a decade ago, probably because it nearly was, that I heard about a wrestler that had been to Japan and pinned Mr. Pogo, that had been to Puerto Rico and pinned Abdullah the Butcher. He was called Iceberg Slim, and he made his debut here in a match with White Trash and instantly impressed us. He then became part of the company that used to be involved here called NWA Wildside. For a period of time, he was aligned with the NWA Elite. It seems all people make mistakes, but soon they change their mind and fix them. But then he became a Wildside champion. With Tank, he became a Wildside tag team champion. And Wildside ended, Anarchy began, and Iceberg continued to be a champion. Stephen?
And all the many names we knew this man named under the altar of human mutilation. Let's see if I remember some of the others. Oh, of course, the famous No Pain Train. And, of course, the being of inconceivable horror. Matter of fact,
if turned on, this one will probably work.
And I'll leave it at the being of inconceivable horror. Some of the great contests featuring Iceberg in this very ring. Some of my favorites involved, of course, his tag team partner of many years, Tank, and one of my favorites when he became the Wildside heavyweight champion in a grueling match with David Young in the year 2002, if I recall. One of the great athletes that appeared in this very building. It is an honor indeed to be here this evening to say goodbye.
Thank you very much. Stephen and I are going to go ahead and leave, but in the process we're going to bring out the owner, the man who is the heart and the soul of NWA Anarchy. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Jerry Palmer.
Before we get down to the man of honor for tonight, I'd like for you to welcome one of my newest friends. I'm trying to show this gentleman that United States of America is truly a great place to be. And we want him to, I brought him out tonight because I want him to be a part of this. Officially, I only have this man for another 28 days, but maybe in that 28 days, I can convince him that Jeff Bailey way is not the way. And the North Korean way is not necessarily the way. So if you would, join me in welcoming him for the first time on this side of the fence in this ring. Kimo, we're glad you're here. Now to the matters at hand. You know, I first came here and saw Iceberg at Wildside. Anytime you see a man of 600 pounds, as agile and as mobile as he is, it is truly impressive. Then I became the owner of NWA Anarchy. Wasn't necessarily my best friend, but I still respected the man. And in July of 2006, beat me in the middle of this ring within an inch of my life. Part of me hated him for it, but at the same time, another part truly, truly respected him. Because through all the smoke and mirrors in this building, he beat my ass. As time went on, that respect grew. And as I seen the Devil's Rejects starting to turn on what they seen was an aging product. I saw the opportunity to show this man he did have a friend, a whole lot of friends in this building. Since that time, he has become one of the best friends I could ever hope to have. And all the wrestling in the world and all the other things that I may become involved from now on, the Iceberg will always be one of my best friends. But I'm going to tell you, we got a little something special planned for him, and if I'm going to get through it without really breaking down and showing a side I don't necessarily want anyone to see, without any further delay, I would like to bring out the man of the hour, not Jay Clinton.
What in the world is Jay Clinton doing out here?
That's the no pain train.
No, it's not.
The new pain train, Jay Clinton.
A man making a career decision is what it is.
Jerry Palmer, shut up! Listen to what I gotta say. Jerry Palmer, on October the 3rd, something great happened. I went to the places men fear to tread. I killed wrestling's only serial killer. I showed each and every one of these people that I am a being of inconceivable greatness. I became the new pain train. I retired the Iceberg. And what do I get in return? What do I get, Jerry? You have an entire night dedicated to the Iceberg. You come out here and you talk all your game about Iceberg being your best friend, showing him the utmost respect. Well, where's my respect, Palmer? Where's it at? I will not leave this ring until I get the respect that the man who retired Iceberg deserves. And there is no one that can make me. What do you think about that, owner man?
I agree with him.
Jay, that's fine. Because as we pointed out earlier, this is the United States of America, where even a jackass like you can come out on national television and say the things you said. So, keeping with that, Jay, I'm not going to dignify a whole lot you said, but I need to introduce you to my friend and hopefully soon be a model American, Kimo.
Well, I believe that Jay Clinton just got what the man that retired Iceberg talks about respect. Well, ain't too much more to say, folks.
What an abuse of power from Jerry Palmer.
Jerry Palmer, who has chemo for now another 28 days since Fright Night, and Jay Clinton was 24, I think.
I can't. Despicable.
Now, before that fly started buzzing around my head, we had to swat him. I would like to bring out the man of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming him for the last time in the NWA arena, the No Pain Train, Iceberg. You know, early on you was a pretty easy man to hate, but as we went along, I found out you're a lot easier man to love. Thank you for everything you've done here. The staff has put together a little video package for you. Jamar, you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we would direct your attention to the big screen.
Iceberg is about to enter War Games.
But odds are of no consequence to the Iceberg. He's 450 pounds, and he'll eat your soul from the inside.
Oh my God.
Superplex!
Did you see that? I mean, that is...
Berg, I think it's obvious tonight we come to say goodbye to you in the ring, but I got a little problem. I want to know maybe tonight, since you're here, you can help us out with a little jam. Caprice Coleman was supposed to partner with Truett Fields tonight in a match against, Phil Shatter and Shawn Tempers. Berg, Caprice has had an emergency come up and is not going to be able to be here. You're here, we're here, and stupidly enough, they're here. What about it? One more time? One more time.
You know, Jerry Palmer, where does your hypocrisy end? First of all, you're out here honoring a man who, along with you, put Dan Wilson in a wheelchair, and that is a disgrace. Second of all, this man not only is retired, he didn't choose to retire, he was retired. So therefore, if you have any decency, you would never allow him to wrestle in this ring again. And I'm so sick of every time you come out here, you wrap yourself in the American flag and all your rah-rah. You are a fraud, a phony, and a hypocrite, and I'm sick of it. And I'm here to speak for Dan Wilson as well, because he's having to have another surgery because of what you two did. And I promise you, somebody is going to pay for that. But tonight, you tell me right now that this man, Iceberg, is not going to be allowed to wrestle.
Jeff, you know what? You're right, pal. You're right. Iceberg was forced to retire. But Edward Chastain was not. So tonight, pal, for one more time in this building, I'm going to beat the hell out of Phil Shatter, and I'm going to break Shawn Tippers in half.
The man said Iceberg will not wrestle tonight. Instead, Edward Chastain from Thomaston, Georgia will take his place.